Good evening and welcome into another episode of Everyday Conversations. I'm your host, Martini Kennedy.
I'm your boy, Mr. J in the place.
And today we have two special guests. We have Monique and Heather joining us today on a real crazy topic. I won't even give it a name. But thank y'all for joining us today, Monique and Heather.
Thank you for
Well,
having me. It's a
thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
we glad somebody on here. I'm
Yeah,
glad somebody on here. You hear me? We've
it
been
makes
doing
it
this a while. So it's glad for y'all ladies to join us. In this everyday conversation episode.
definitely.
It's good to be here.
Cool.
So, whew, where do we start, guys? As y'all
Um,
know, what happened yesterday. Um, y'all know who our president is. Y'all know the plan that has
Mhm.
been put in place that was told to us that was going to happen. We're basically seeing it right before our eyes happen. I can't say that I'm shocked. I'm disappointed. I'm angry. I'm a lot of things as a parent, as you know, as a black woman, as a human being. So I'm gonna let y'all just like kind of jump in and just tell me like what are you feeling like? What emotions are you having right now with what is going on today? Monique, Heather,
Well,
either one.
for me, it's like their whole thing, their whole platform is that they're pro life. That's all they talk about, how they're pro life. But you're taking away things from kids and babies. It's no
Mm,
way that you're pro life when you're taking away these government funded programs that that's how these babies live, like the WIC program, the Head Start program, um, food stamps. A lot of people saying, well, they need to get rid of the food stamps, but some people are working that are on food stamps, so you
correct.
Come
can't
on
say
now.
that.
Come on
And
now.
some people and people that are on WIC are working. Like when my daughter, that was 20 years ago. That milk was like $10 a can. That's
Yes.
one day. That's one day to feed your baby. So I
Mhm.
can imagine what it is now. And you're taking programs away like that, but you say you're pro life. It's unbelievable. I just don't believe they're pro life when you want to take stuff away like that.
They
Mm-mm.
I
don't need
You
to
can't
mess
do
with
it.
them church. They do not need to mess with them church juicy juice. Leave the juicy juice alone. And that
probably
and
got
that
the
and that
ego.
Eiffel and what it is, Eiffel Mill. It's a, what
It's
again?
infamil.
Eiffel
Infamil.
Infamil.
Mill. Leave the Eiffel
Right.
Mill alone. It's already $30 a can. You get
Right.
what
That's
I'm
what I say.
saying?
I don't
So
even want to know how much it is.
How
I
much it
can
is
imagine, like I said,
now?
Right.
Right.
because it was
Right.
10,
I
twelve
mean,
dollars a can 20 years ago. I can imagine what it is now.
That's
I,
so
Right.
true.
and I'm gonna say this too, right? And you know, just uh to be honest about it all, we ain't the only ones that suffer.
Right.
No.
You know what
No.
I'm saying? We ain't the only race on this planet of the earth. You see what
No.
I'm saying? We ain't the only one that got babies. You see what I'm
No.
saying? So at the same time, don't think just because we don't look like this, you see what I'm saying? Some phone calls got made on their behalf too. So of
Right.
course,
Right.
our culture, we're gonna voice our opinion and our feeling because we came in behind the 8 ball anyway.
Anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, we still got to, and I know um it's easier said than done, but at the same time, you got to also look at, hey, when people flex their muscle, cause that's what it is.
Hmm.
Everything that you doing, yeah, you saying, oh, I'm finna stop this, I'm finna stop that, I'm finna stop this, I'm finna stop that. Guess what? Congress hold the power. A judge blocking everything you doing. Cause get what? Hold on.
He's
Hold on. I got a newborn grandbaby myself. You see what
Mm.
I'm saying? Not saying that the judge, though, I'm just using it as an example.
Yeah.
So you're
Right.
not finna just say, hey, y'all finna freeze all these programs for these people. Ain't nobody got this stuff stockpiled nowhere. You know what
Right.
I'm
No.
saying? So, but at the same time, you also got to is a and what I kept hearing when they was first talking about it, when he was taking away all 78 things that Biden did, every time they denounced one, they were saying, "Yo, we're gonna do this until we get control of the government. We're gonna do this until we get control of the government." I was looking at it today where the lady that's finna be newly appointed over the SBA, you know what I'm saying? She was talking some things about it as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's one thing to okay, you can't, and I'm gonna say this right, cause all of us like this too.
Right.
I ain't finna just do something for my kind and my culture, and I can't do it for the other.
Right.
Even though
Right.
we would want it like that, you see what I'm saying? Cause guess what? And we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. I've been around people, and I've even said to myself, to some people even say, "Well, Barack ain't do nothing for the black people." You get what I'm saying? He ain't use his platform. He ain't use his platform to rally the black people. To you gave us hope. Jesse Jackson was talking about that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Jesse Jackson was talking about hope. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? Look how long it took us to get that hope to what you was giving us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
now at the same time, y'all, it's like I'm gonna use this for example. I like Family Feud. So when the black family on there versus the other family,
You rooting for the black family.
exactly. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. And then, but guess what?
That's yeah.
Guess what? What hurt me the most? Instead of you playing the game for real, you up there trying to impress Steve, and you getting some of these ghetto answers. Cause guess
Yeah.
what?
That's
Family
true.
Feud ain't
I've
calling
noticed that.
our house asking us these questions. You get what
Right.
I'm
Correct.
saying?
I've seen
So
it.
when they lose now, I be mad. Be mad, but guess what? I still say that's y'all fault.
Yeah.
Because you
Hmm.
got to play the game.
Play the game.
You got
Right.
to play
Yeah.
the game. Now,
And that's
is the
what
game
politics
fair?
is.
Is the
Yeah.
game fair? It ain't fair.
No.
It
No,
ain't
Mm-mm.
fair.
nothing is fair.
It ain't fair.
Nothing is fair.
Now, with this stuff coming out, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, everybody on here right now, when it come out as mothers, right? Because y'all mothers, and I'm a father, right? Don't panic. Don't panic because they can't just pop out and say, "Oh, well, y'all can't do this no more. Y'all can't do that no more." It's a process. You see
It
what I'm
Oh
is.
yeah.
saying? That's why the judge. That's why everything they done did. That's
Mhm.
why a judge has intervened on it and said, "Hey, man, you can't do that." You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Hmm.
that's his problem, and that shows his ignorance and incompetence that he has. He's
Right.
so sure that he can just sign something with an ink pen and do something as an executive order, but he forgets that and if he took the time to learn basic social studies in elementary, you have the three branches of government checks and balances for a reason. You
Facts.
Right.
cannot run this
right.
country as a dictator. You have the House of Representatives, you have the Congress, you have these things that everything works together. You can't
Mhm.
just come in here and say with an executive order and an ink pen because you love this ink pen and just sign and stuff that you're gonna do away with something because to you, Donald Trump, it doesn't benefit you, and it doesn't benefit your cronies of billionaires. But there's more than just billionaires that exist in this world.
And and
So
Right.
and,
yeah,
and
he
I'm
doesn't.
gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this too, right? So let's not forget, y'all. We live in this country, but our country is a corporation.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? The United States is a corporation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a corporation, so the corporation still got to make money too. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But
And
that's why he's the wrong person to be running a corporation because every corporation
Exactly.
he's had, he's bankrupted, and that's his
Bankrupt.
resume.
What
He
is it that
bankrupt
he has?
businesses, and he finds a way to profit off the bankrupt for his own bottom line. So yeah, he's the wrong person for this
I
corporation
totally
to
agree with
carry.
that. Totally.
so at the same time, with that being said, yo, you got to keep
I
your bottom
totally
line
agree.
good. But the game that they play ain't the game that we play.
At all.
And then guess what? We got some black millionaires and billionaires too.
We do.
All
You
right.
see what I'm saying? And guess what?
Stay quiet.
They taught them the game, but they ain't Heather, anybody called you and told you how to play it? Monique, anybody called you and gave you the blueprint how to play the game?
Nope.
You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
we
they're
not
not,
gonna do that.
yeah, they're not going to put it out there like that. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? But you got to play the game. And so
You
guess
do.
what? True enough, a lot of his companies have bankrupt, but they've been playing that game for so long. And so guess what? When we figure out the loophole on, hey, I'm finna start this business, I'm finna get all these assets in this business right here. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Then
Right.
I'm finna file this, I'm finna file that. And
Yeah.
I get to keep all this stuff right here. You see what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
so once they seen that, hey, well, hold on now. Hey, well, it's too many of them. It's too many of them doing what we doing. We
Right.
got to change the rules. We got to change the rules.
Right.
Come on now.
That's so true. And I say that, they gonna stick together, regardless if they right or wrong.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
always in that way. I don't care what it is that they doing, small or big, they gonna always stick together. You got some that will, well, nah, I ain't, because they wrong. I'm not gonna go along with it. Because you got some that's doing it now. A lot of people are speaking up now saying, no, I'm not, yes, I voted for him, but no, he's wrong.
Yeah.
It's a line that has to be drawn at some point. Like, you can't just sit back and allow things to just keep on being said, keep on being done, and you know that it's not right, and you don't speak up. Like, that's just like a friend. You can't just watch them do wrong and don't say, hey, you can't keep doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it seems like that everybody is on his bandwagon. It's just like no matter what he does, no matter what he says, they're gonna be like they make excuses for him.
Yes.
They make excuses for him. Just like I was saying, like what how does it benefit the American people for you to not want to celebrate Martin Luther King birthday? How does it benefit the American people that you don't want to celebrate Black History Month or not have Black history taught in schools? What's the harm in that? I don't get what he's doing. He's trying to wipe away all of that.
No, listen.
I
Let me
think
say
that goes
this.
to the hatred that exists in them. Like, and
He-
I would love to ask people who hate Black people or anybody outside of the white race, why do you hate us so much? Why
Because
do
we're
you
not
want our
bothering
race so
them.
much?
We never
Yeah.
bothered them. We never
Because we've
bothered
never
them.
done anything to them, and
They
y'all
don't,
have
they
done
don't, they don't
everything
hate
to
us.
us.
They don't hate us. They want to be exactly who we are. So guess what? When you really take a look at it, right? And I'm gonna use the rap music for instance. Don't nobody buy more rap music than white kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's statistically known.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
want to be the very existence of who we are. So guess what? If you take away the history, guess what? You'll lose your identity. So, and if you lose your identity, guess what? You'll be an easy person to follow something that you don't even know nothing about, because you
Right.
don't have a history. You can lose. You lose if you lose your identity. Guess what? Oh, well, I don't really know who I am, so I'm finna just be like them. But they've been doing it over the years for so long, right? They've been doing it.
Mhm.
They've been doing it for so long. They've been doing it for so long.
So with us, all it takes is a dollar bill to make us chase it.
Yeah.
We're like a dog with like chase a dog chasing our tail. Not us, but certain people are. You put a dollar sign in front of their face. It don't matter. It don't matter what the situation is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. But they know we like that though.
Right.
So they do that because all we gotta do is we gonna give them a little stimulus check. We gonna hand them a little $1,200.
Yeah.
And that's how he got a lot of votes. $1,200.
Yes,
That's how he got a lot of votes. I said,
yes.
this is sad. You voted for this
Beyond
man that
sad.
you know is racist. He says racist things, and you voted for
does.
him. He
Yeah.
literally said one thing that stuck out to me the most. He said, your schools are horrible. Your neighborhoods are poor. Vote for me, because what do you have to lose? And now they see what we got to lose.
Yeah,
He
we
said
got a
that.
whole lot to lose.
When he said that, I was like, wow. Basically, we not nothing. Destitute,
Nothing to him.
nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
Not in his
That's why
tax
I said,
bracket.
and I said it too to people who said they were voting for him, back when he was campaigning. I said, he's a billionaire. You
right.
ain't even a thousandaire. So why would you
Right.
even want to align yourself with him? He has
That
Right.
nothing that
part.
he says that he's campaigning on is going to benefit you in your regular everyday life. You're not a white man. You don't have the white man's privilege. It's not for you. And then to hear black people, especially black men, to say, "Oh, I can't vote for a black woman. I can't have no woman being in charge of me." Why not? A woman was in charge of you when you was in the womb and she was carrying you. That woman
Right.
took care of you, birthed you, and fed you and raised you. So why don't? And
That ain't
if a
that ain't
black
that
woman was
ain't.
good enough for that, why she can't be good enough to run the country?
And a lot of people was
A
mad at
lot of
her. And
men.
I haven't did my research on this, but a lot of guys were mad at her because they were saying how she was locking people up for no reason. Like I said, I haven't did my research. I don't
They
know
said
nothing.
that she
Yeah,
locked up 1,500 black men.
and it was
Well,
actually 5. When you really when it really broke down, it was actually 5. I mean,
yeah,
really went through the
it was
facts. No,
5.
it was 5. But
And they
at
mad
the
about
same
that.
time, she
Yeah,
was a DA. She was that's what a district attorney does. So if
right.
That's her
you
job.
have done a
Oh, don't do your
crime
job.
to put
Right,
yourself in that situation,
So
what
let
did
me
right.
you
ask
hire
y'all.
her
Can I
for?
ask y'all a
He didn't
question?
tell you to commit the crime.
Let me ask y'all a question. When it comes to Miss Harris, right? Miss is Miss Harris, right?
It's Kamala.
Miss
Yes.
Harris. So, so, so let me ask y'all something. How do y'all feel about her pushing the abortion agenda? How do y'all feel about her going to y'all? I ain't gonna say y'all. How do y'all feel about her saying that she was gonna go on a campaign to go to all the HBCUs and tell all the black girls that y'all need to get some abortions?
She didn't say you need to get
Hold
abortion.
on. I'm
She
asking. How do
Pull
y'all
it up.
feel about it?
Pull it
How do
up.
y'all feel about that?
Pull it up.
but she didn't say that you need to
She
get
actually
abortion.
said that. You telling me
Heather,
she
hold on, Heather. Hold on, Heather.
No,
Wait a
because
minute. Be
I
quiet,
heard
Heather.
what
Hold
I
on.
heard her say was that
I,
you need to have the right to choose. The right to choose should still
That's
be
what
there
I heard.
for you, and
okay?
not just black women, but white women as well.
That's what I
Because
heard.
hold on.
let us get an understanding. It's not just young black girls that are getting abortions. Actually, it's more young white
We
girls
know
getting
this. We know
abortions
this.
than
But
anything.
what I'm saying is, how do y'all feel about her saying that she was going to take the campaign to the HBCUs?
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
And
I,
I
I don't.
feel like
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Go
just
ahead.
feel like she was just staying with her people the same way they stayed with theirs. I mean, what's the
Exactly.
problem? What's the problem? She
That's where
stayed
her
with
So
her
support
our,
people.
base
our,
I'm
is.
just
our
gonna tell my
problem.
people
So our
what's going on.
problem is the problem to me, right? And I'm just
Mhm.
saying me. I ain't speaking for our race. I'm me. So we are so the white race has been the minority for a long time, right?
Right.
So
Right.
now we are becoming a minority to the Latino community.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And as
Right.
y'all know, they having babies. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They having babies.
They are.
So if you are trying to tell your people, hey, and don't get me wrong. I personally feel if a woman is sexually assaulted, raped, or something like that, and a baby comes with that, I hey, everybody got their own decision they got to make. I feel like that lady, hey, she ain't get this baby the way that she dreamed or the way society has said, hey, you need to meet your man, get you a husband, get married, have some kids. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? That's your
Hmm.
tradition, am I right?
Right.
So if she's following that and then she may become pregnant through violent means, then if she want to exercise her right to do that, then by all means do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I agree with that. You know, but
That's what we at with it.
But
so
see, the thing that a lot of people don't understand with abortion isn't just because I got pregnant and I don't want to have this child. There's a lot of other things that fall under the umbrella of abortion. So a woman can get pregnant and she may find out through some type of genetic testing that this child will be born with a chronic illness or some type of deformities that will be harder for this child to be taken care of, or it may even present this pregnancy could present a risk for her health and for her life while she's
Right.
carrying this baby. And so, and then not only that, a woman can have a miscarriage and your body does not fully release the baby and everything that was with that baby. So they'll have to go in and do something called a dilation and cuturage, which falls under the abortion
but
practice.
right.
And they have to
right.
go in and scrape all that out. Otherwise, it will be an infection and it will put that woman's life in danger. So we can't just say across the board we're pro-choice and abortion needs to just be eradicated from the system, because that's not just because that's your belief system. If you believe that you are pro-choice and you don't agree with abortion, then you don't go get one. But you don't take away a medical procedure that is there for the benefit of all women for whatever reason that they get to that decision.
Because a lot of women will.
That decision process to decide whether or not she needs to have an abortion, she is agonized over that tremendously. However, she reached that destination of that choice, that medical procedure should be there for her to have it done in a safe way.
Right.
That's just a point blank period. I mean, and I'm a Christian. I believe in God. My husband is a pastor. But I'm not going to sit here and say because of my personal religious belief system that you need to take away something that is a medical procedure for women to have as an option.
I don't think everybody.
Your religious choice, you know, you got to stand before God and be held accountable, not me.
Right. I don't think everybody follow those steps though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody follow those steps to the fact of, you know, let me go check my body out to make sure that I'm healthy enough to have a baby. You get what I'm saying? So, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's better to have it, and you know what I'm saying. It's better to have it, and it's not there when you need it, right? Right. I mean, you know.
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to be able to speak on a woman's body, like how dare you? Like,
right?
How dare you get to make that choice? But you don't speak on men and what men need to do. Well, no, they don't.
How many men get?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
get castrated so they not out here spreading more, getting more children anyways. How many men?
Hold on. Tay popping it out there like that. What you mean?
I'm just saying.
Tay already got 5 on, 3 on in her mama house.
Yeah, that's on Tay though. That's on Tay.
So if the government, this for you, you the only guy on here. If the government forced you to get a vasectomy after, like, I guess I'm gonna say 3 is enough children, how would you feel about that? If they forcing you to do this, you got enough kids. If they forced you to do that, how would you feel about that?
Mighty quiet.
If they forced me to do it.
Number one, it's a law, just like that abortion. It's a law. So, how would you feel?
Me personally, right? I'm the wrong one. I mean, I'm finna answer the question, but I'm the wrong one.
We're waiting.
I'm the wrong one for the question, right? Because at the same time, right? I'm already looking at my lifestyle, and I'm already looking at how hard it is to raise the damn 3 that I got. I'm already looking at the fact of that, hey, like you saying, this same government is putting things in place to keep me behind anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care how good Tay and Mimi is. You feel me? I don't need to keep putting babies off in them when I'm already struggling to be a provider and a protector for my household in the first place. You get what I'm saying?
So you say you would be down for it if there was a law.
Hey, listen, I ain't got one child right now, and I'm cool with it. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If when God send me my wife and and my wife want a child, then we'll see about that. But until then, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good. That's why I say I'm the wrong somebody to,
No, you
I
kind of a
answered the
right
question,
somebody.
but
I mean, because you're not obsolete to that question. You a man just like the rest of them, a man.
but I
So,
can't speak for them though, cause
but see,
some
that's just how
guys,
that go though.
listen, some guys do have the mindset and the mentality of, hey, and I know partners. I got homeboy, got 5, 6 children out here. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I mean, I get it, right? But at the same time, you still have to look at how you living. Now, for me and mine, I don't have an issue, and I speak with Martina about this all the time. Same way she feel. I don't have an issue with how I'm raising my child, but I'm afraid for my child how the world gonna.
Uh-oh.
But I have an issue with it, and I'm afraid for my child by the time she turned 21 or 25 years old, how the crazy the world gonna be. That's what I'm afraid of. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of
I
the
agree.
values and the things that I'm instilling in my baby. You get what I'm saying? I'm afraid for my child for how crazy the world gonna be, and I ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
control over that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We don't have no control over that. You know what I'm saying? So our job as the parents is to just, and get what? We
Teach them
all know each
survival.
other. We all know each other. Hey, we listen. When you get out there, we gonna do a little something. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do a little something here and there or whatever. But even though your mama told you don't do it, you feel me? But
You gonna still
You're
do
gonna
it.
test the waters.
we're
Yeah.
gonna
Right.
test that water. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But so, you know, you can't control the world though. You can't control the world. Y'all mentioned something earlier when it came down to our communities and things like that. And when he said our communities are poor and this, that, and the third. But my thing is, for me, what we gonna do about it?
Right.
So I was thinking to myself yesterday, especially after the breaking news of the financial aid and putting a freeze on the federal, loans and that nature. So I was like, okay, so what if hypothetically, if we as a whole, black people, came together and we started this, like, I don't know, some type of big business, like where everybody put in something to, I don't even really know how to say it, but just came together and made some way of us all becoming rich. Number one, we know pretty much everything. We have taught them what they know.
Correct.
A lot of things, to me, 90% of the things that engineering, construction, all these things came under the umbrella of a black man. Why we can't rally together and just start? I don't know what it can be. I didn't get to that part, but I was just thinking, like, what can we do? But the
It's
thing
not
is,
gonna. I get what you're saying, but it's not gonna happen
it's not gonna
because
happen.
somebody gonna get mad. Somebody gonna think somebody trying to outdo somebody, and I'm not trying to be funny, but that's
No,
just the way we are.
yeah,
That's just
But
and
then
that's
not
just
Because
only
how it
that,
is.
as a
well, not
people,
only that, I mean, there have been times in history when we did it. We did it in Tulsa. We did it in
yeah,
Rosewood. And every time we did it and we started progressing,
mm-hmm,
they
They
became
destroyed.
so full of their hatred. They came and
true,
burned us down, killed
true,
us,
It got
destroyed us.
destroyed.
true.
Yeah. And then the infighting that we already have amongst us makes it hard for us to come together to rise above the things that they're going to do. And at this day and age, nobody's willing to sacrifice their own self for
That's
the
true.
betterment of our culture moving forward. And honestly, to know the way to know how they killed us in Tulsa and burned everything down to the ground, to know the way they would, I wouldn't even want us to. I mean, I want us to do it and succeed, but I'm fearful of what will happen to all of us by doing it because their
And that's so
hatred. It's
That's
so deep.
But you gotta think about how long ago that's been too. Like, would that really happen in present day 2025? Do y'all really think that would happen?
No.
I think it would.
Yeah, we definitely not
think
them
so?
same. We not our ancestors.
I mean,
we
I
don't
mean,
know.
the only reason why it became that up there in Tulsa was because the main thing that made the world go round, they was messing with the money.
Yeah.
They kept
But
that
that's what
money.
we'll be
They
messing
kept
with
the
now.
money. We ain't had to. We weren't spending with them.
Like we
You
were
know what I'm
spending it with
saying?
ourselves.
So,
That black dollar was being
here's the thing
reciprocated.
too. Guess what? Heather Monique Martina. Like I said a minute ago, we got multi-millionaires and billionaires right now that can pull can get some think tanks together right now.
That's
And
true.
can come up with some things for us to do right now. But guess what? They ain't finna do it. Cause guess what? They don't want one of y'all or my black ass, excuse me, to pass them.
That's what I said. It's because
You
we
know
in
what I'm saying?
competition with each other.
With
We're
each
always
other.
in competition with each other.
Correct.
What though?
And then too, I think when you get to that level, you align yourself with their principles, so you don't have no reason to come back here to us little people.
Right.
There's nothing that we can do other than spend our money with you. I.e., I hate to bring him up, but look how much money we put in Michael Jordan pocket, and he ain't played a game in I don't know how long. And we're still out here buying Jordans that he released when we were in school, that he's re-releasing now, retros.
Over and over.
But we're putting the money in his pocket, but he and I don't expect him to come back to the black community. It would be nice if that's what he wanted to do, to come and build things in the black community so that it could he could build his own Michael Jordan tennis shoe store in the community and let that be recycled. But he's not. His mindset is, I'm going to be on the level of these other billionaires that I'm in the circle of, and I'm going to align myself with their principles because I got to continue to make my money. Sorry for y'all, but I just need y'all to just keep spending your money with me and keep making me rich. And for whatever reason, we keep doing it.
Michael Jordan don't own Nike.
He doesn't. He don't own them, but he's made enough of a contract deal with them.
He don't.
With them that he gets
But it
enough
goes back to
percentage.
it. But it goes back to the white-owned company, and they using one of us. They using one of us. Hey, we gonna send one out to get the rest on.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? We're gonna send one out to get the rest on, but we sitting back and our pockets getting big.
Right.
We gonna give him a little bit. We gonna give him a little bit.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. See how they did Larry Langford, right?
Oh yeah.
Larry thought them was his homeboy. He thought them was his homeboy.
That's when you find out. That's when
they pulled the rug from up under his feet
real
quickly.
And get what? Like you said,
quickly.
Get what? Like you said, Larry, you over there in Neiman Marcus talking to this black cashier lady like she a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But get what? You still had to call your white homeboy and say, hey, man, something going on with this card, man. I can't buy all these suits I'm trying to buy. Hey, he had to make a phone call. The white man made a phone call on his behalf. Hey, and they let him walk out the store with the suits. Come on now.
Yeah.
But when it hit the fan, get what, Larry? Hey, we gave you all these little trinkets now. We let you go on shopping sprees and do your little thing now.
Put that dollar sign in his face.
Yeah.
So that's all it takes. Put that dollar sign in their face, and then
we go right along with it.
We go right with it. And with that, I want to talk about. Okay, so I don't know if y'all saw Tabitha Brown. She did a video the other day. As y'all know, Target is one of the stores to roll back the DEI. So you got Target, Walmart, Publix.
Everybody, basically.
All of the stores that we love to shop in. And it's so disheartening that it had to get to this point. So Tabitha Brown, of course, she has her products inside of Target. So, and it's a big deal. Like, everybody loves Tabitha. Everybody loves Tabitha Brown.
I'm trying to look it up. What's she do? Tabitha
Brown,
she
hadn't been on the scene that long, but she came in with a vengeance, and she knocked everybody off their feet. Right. So she came in and she was just like basically saying, "Hey, I do understand that Target."
Oh, she's an actress. Okay.
Roll back the DEI, and I understand that y'all feeling some type of way, basically, and you don't want to shop there. Well, but if you don't shop there, hey, I'm over here. My
Yeah.
products in here.
And she
Other black
suffered.
businesses, got products in here as well. So
Mhm.
what I need y'all to do is don't stop shopping at Target. And I love Tabitha, but don't stop shopping at Target. Just shop for what it is specifically that you are coming to buy when it comes to black businesses. So come in there and just, if you want to grab my products, you grab my products, whoever else is in there.
By the black products only.
So listen. When it comes to things like that, right? So I'm gonna say that it came down to when Carlos Dansby was trying to open up black-owned grocery stores right here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't want him here. He had to
Right.
go elsewhere, Louisiana, Mississippi, and open up his grocery stores. The one he was trying to open up right there in 5 Points West, right there, them people in Marinos act a fool.
Yeah.
And if you go in Marinos is the highest store on that side of town. But guess what?
Always have been.
Guess what? Walmart over there in Fairfield, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, when we had Walmart up there in Fairfield, we in there stealing so bad. You see what
They
I'm
shut
saying? We
down.
stealing
They
so
had to
bad.
close them
The
down.
store can't stay open.
It
So guess what?
couldn't stay.
Now you don't have no choice but to go down here to Marino. Cause guess what? That can of Vienna sausage that was 89 cents at Walmart. It's $2.50 in Marino.
Mm-hmm.
And get what? If you want it, you finna pay for it right there.
Yeah, because it's the closest thing to home.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I said,
When
we hurt ourselves. We hurt ourselves.
yeah,
We
most
do.
definitely.
We do.
Most
Be
definitely.
the worst.
And we hurt ourselves, and we are the strongest consumers that there is,
Man.
and which is
That's
why
why our spending is poor because why would you? This I always tell
Spend
people.
bill money.
Our spending is poor because guess what? If we didn't have any money, why would you put your business in our neighborhood? Them
Right.
beauty supplies. If we was broke, why would you sit that beauty supply on First Avenue? We're not
Right.
broke. Our spending is poor.
Very
But they
poor.
know where we're gonna buy. We're gonna go in there and buy them weaves, that wig, that hair. We're gonna go in there and buy them. What else they gonna put? They're gonna put a tennis shoe store. Cause guess what we finna go buy? Some $250 tennis shoes. Up and down this parkway. That's what they finna. They're gonna do that to us. They know what we're gonna spend our money on.
Yeah.
Neighborhood. They know that
we like shining. We like
gonna
shining.
invest. We're not gonna
We like
invest.
to impress.
Right. We like to
We
be
like to
seen.
impress
Which is
others.
why Tabitha brought up the point of you still go to Target and buy all the black products that they have in Target, but you're still putting money in Target's profit line.
Into Target.
Yeah.
And
they get a percentage of her product.
Right. At first I was like, I was kind of on, she almost had me. Then I had to just kind of sit back and think about it. I was like, no, Tabitha, you're going to have to find another way for us, your people, to be able to reach you. I mean, you know build another website. You need to get something going for us to.
I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? The same way when all of those rappers, the same way all them rappers, you know, Snoop got on there. Y'all go do this for Trump. Y'all some jigaboo, did whoop, 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 whoop. But when it came down to it, and them folk,
got up there.
Certain people call your phone. Hey, boy, if you don't goddamn play by our rule, boy, we're gonna take that bread from you, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
don't do what we say. Do we finna take that?
By Elon. He made a joke out of you.
And get what? And get what? Like you said, Monique, Elon
they
went
was
right
talking about
Elon went and right and got it and posted and said, hey, the switch up is real.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Cause guess what? Them same people that allowed you to get that bread that you got right now, they you talking about hey, listen. Boy, you better play ball, boy. We finna take this bread from you, boy. You get what I'm saying? Now that lifestyle that you accustomed to living,
right?
You see what I'm saying?
Have y'all watched that video of him performing?
Yeah, I watched a little, and then I was like, they wouldn't even
take a look at him. Look at his body language. Look at his body language. You could see it in his face.
Yes.
that he know I'm finna get it when I get
Yeah.
off there.
Yeah.
You could
It
see
was
it in
so
his face.
uncomfortable. Yep.
He was his own
But he
DJ.
stood by his decision. You know, he didn't back down when he put out his statement. He made it seem like he was, you know, it was his choice, it was his decision, and you just need to respect him for doing it. I don't have to respect you. You clown anybody that was doing it when he was going to office the first time. You
And
said
look how
And
he
then
did
he turned
Gail.
around and did it.
yeah,
And
you
look how
turned
he
around
did
and did it,
Gail.
and then you let Elon play in your face because he played your previous video where you talked about people, and then he showed where you up here performing now, and he like, yeah, the switch up is real because he Elon. Like
They
you,
made a
at some
fool out
point,
of
you
him.
still got to have self respect and self dignity.
Ooh, you
They
got
made
I
a
don't care
fool
what
out
you
of him.
call me. I'm not
integrity
performing for you
is
no type of way.
integrity is everything. And just
It
like
is.
Nelly tried to get on there and defend his decision, right? So his example was, yeah, so you know, like our people back in the day, you know, sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
do, you know, you sometimes the things that you do, you might not like it. And I was just like,
Now let
Really?
me say that right. I just came from out there. I just came from out there in Vegas. I was out there a whole week. When I say private money, Elon Musk has a entire underground tunnel system up under
For the
Las Vegas.
Tesla. Yeah.
Wow.
The Loop. It's called the Loop. I
Yeah.
rode on it. I got the video. But for me, being a facility manager, right? And I'm asking questions and I'm asking questions, right? So they looking at me sideways because y'all know I went out here with my hat like this, right? Because I was with my CEO, so y'all know I was. But for them to see me as a black man and I'm asking the type questions that I'm asking, I said, so who gave Elon Musk the permission to put these underground tunnels down here in Las Vegas?
Hmm.
So now they looking at me as in like,
permission,
wait a minute, who told him to
permission,
ask this? So, but
Right.
guess
permission.
what? Like they said, oh, he used his own money.
So basically, he paid them to do what he wanted to do in their city.
And guess
But
what?
Yeah.
hmm
like you said, you're a facilities manager. So we know that earthquakes happen in California and in Las Vegas. So what's
Mhm.
going to happen when you got someone in these tunnels and an earthquake happens? Because you don't know a warning sign for no earthquake happening. So now you to put innocent people's lives at risk and in danger. Somebody could possibly die because when that ground get to shaking, that tunnel ain't got no reason to
So
withstand
here's the
that.
thing, and so now the tunnels, they're not two-way tunnels. They one directional tunnels.
Mhm.
You got you know, and it's elaborate now. It's
Yeah,
very elaborate.
yeah.
You know, so the Nevada County commissioners out there come to find out, oh well, we ain't got to use no money for this. Yeah, let them do it.
Let them do
Let them do it.
it. Yeah.
They wind up having to put in $40 million. But
So
we talking about $40 million to Las Vegas. Like y'all getting that in a weekend, ain't it?
yeah,
You know what I'm
all day
saying?
long.
So,
Right.
but at the same time, the level, the tier that man is on, you feel me?
It's
I got so
ridiculous.
much money, you feel me? I ain't got to ask nobody to do nothing.
I'm just gonna do it.
I'm
He can
gonna
do it
do it.
himself.
I'm
That's
gonna
Mhm.
why
do it
he
myself.
President Elon Musk and Trump is his side piece.
And so here's the thing: when you now,
That's basically
how could you, and I like that, how could you
that's basically what it is.
take this man finna bring in two more drilling machines. He finna bring in two more drilling machines, right? And
Mm-hmm.
while when he bring in two more drilling machines, he want them to drill a mile a day. So now, here we come to a federal standpoint. You finna be able to have a tunnel that's gonna come from the airport. That's federal.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you mean to tell me all I got to do is be a billionaire and I can tell the federal government, the feds, hey, I'm gonna put my tunnel over here and come up under this airport, and y'all gonna let it happen?
If you got
Well,
enough money,
that plays into Trump's
Once
policy
y'all
of
boost
getting
the
rid of
world,
all of the federal governments that he's getting rid of, because he did do away with he got the Federal Aviation Committee, so you don't have nobody inspecting the airplanes now. So that's how they work together. you know that you're gonna have the federal government that's gonna
Stay
stop
out
you
from
from doing something like that. But if Trump over here with his ink pen just doing away with stuff and signing people
look.
off and getting rid of jobs and
You know, that's
agencies,
how he was doing.
yeah,
Sign
he's
and show
showing it.
everybody. Yeah, I
So
did.
if you don't have nobody if you don't have the Federal Aviation Committee and the federal regulations for the airports anymore, you don't have those people in place, and you're getting rid of those qualified, educated people to put in your loyal people, because that's what he keeps saying. He wants to put jobs that are loyal to him, that's gonna do what he say do. Then yeah, when he goes to say that he's gonna build tunnel under an airport, as much scrutiny and security you have to go through just to get on the airplane, you can build
Get
something
on the plane.
under the airplane, under the
Get on the
airport.
plane.
Yeah.
I told TSA, I said, listen, hey, look, I got my shoes off, my belt off. What y'all keep sending me back and through? Oh, we had, ma'am, I don't know what I ain't got
You
that
must
with
have had a
me.
hole in your sock.
I ain't got that. It wasn't in my sock. It was in my pocket. It was in my pocket. My quarter, and look, my quarter fell out. I thought I got all my trains. My quarter fell out and rolled down my leg. And
Oh Lord.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, yes, the different tiers, the different level of people that, you know, can do things here. And I said, y'all, for it to go that way and for it to be the way that it is, if we don't come together. And then what make me upset about our own people, y'all, like I said, we got people that look just like all of us that know what's going on, but ain't finna say nothing.
No.
Cause
They don't care.
They don't want to get stripped of what they allowed them to get.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they want to keep driving them nice cars and living in them nice houses and all this other stuff that they get to do.
Right, because I said that too. Where are all of our sensible congressmen and senators that need to be speaking out against him? They're so scared of him because he's a bully. I mean, you know, we know from high school, you know, somebody bullying you, they're gonna continue to bully you until you stand up to that bully and you counteract that bully. If you got to physically fight them, then you fight them. But you got to stand up to a bully and let the bully know that you can't out bully me. And we got all these people in these senators and these Congress people is sitting up there in DC, and they're like, well, what he's doing is not right and it's not legal, but you know, this is the administration that he ran on, the campaign he ran on, so this is the administration that we have. No, y'all need to fight this idiot. Quit being scared of that orange idiot and say something back to him.
Somebody said he ain't slept in 2 damn weeks.
Yeah.
Trump just been up doing everything. Yeah, why we gonna do this? And
But I want to know. I want to know what they're afraid of. What does this man have on these people that they're so afraid of him that they can't speak up?
Losing the material things.
Why they what?
Yeah.
Losing the material things. It's the material stuff.
The way that he attacks people, you know, when he goes after people, he doesn't like them, you know, like Sleepy Joe, just the way that he attacks them, and they don't feel like they don't know how to. Like, to me personally, I think the only person that can combat him and go back and forth in words of war with him is Jasmine Crockett, because she got her education, she got that law degree, so it ain't nothing.
Because she gonna bring it. She gonna bring it.
Yeah, she gonna bring it. But you said, you look at the rest of them like, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all just gonna roll over and take it. Like, where's your backbone? Where's your argumentative side?
He couldn't handle Kamala. He couldn't handle her.
But she didn't. I want to come off as the angry black woman, but to me, she didn't come hard enough like she could have. With all of her qualifications, it came way harder with.
Yeah,
but even like you said, what does he have, or what is it about him that just irritates or scares them so that they cower down? Like, you got
it's just
that's true.
It's weird to me. Like, he talk about them like a dog, and at that funeral, Obama sat there and just talked and laughed with him. And maybe I just need to be a bigger person sometime and do what they do. But if somebody dogging me out the way they did, you questioning that I was even born here. You talking about my wife. You doing and he sat there and laughed with him. It kind of did something to me. Like, what's up with this?
But even if you don't go with what he says about you, and when you were running for president or you was president, Just when Obama walked into the funeral, you never stood up and shook this man's hand or nothing. He didn't do it to none of the former presidents. He didn't do it for Bush.
No, he didn't.
All the former presidents, when they walked in and everybody was sitting on that second row, Pence, Gore, they all stood up and greeted each other. It was a mutual respect of
because it's all about, that's the respectful thing to do. But you know, because he haven't been taught that, you got to be taught things to know kind of what to do. But then some things are kind of common sense, and I think maybe just common sense to go along with not being taught. So that's why I'm.
But Bush walked straight past him. He ain't saying anything.
He
was like, what? He walked straight past.
I think the way I looked at it, I think that he was just trying to keep it. He was just trying to keep everything smooth because he felt the energy, and he didn't want things to go sour like at this man's funeral. So that's kind of where I was at with it. Not saying that laughing and talking with him because he the op for real, but it was just he had to keep it that way because it looked like he was the only one that was kind of level headed in that moment because the rest of them was with the bullshit for real. Like they didn't care. Yeah. Like they walked in with a chip on their shoulder. So I think he had to be the person to do that.
But that's
he tried to break the he tried to break the ice, but
yeah.
I just didn't like it.
I know he exudes that, but I'm like Michelle. No, I don't need to show up.
Yeah, no,
I ain't got nothing for you.
As a matter of fact,
Kamala walked in. She ain't speak to nobody.
Yeah, no. She came in on it.
Yeah,
she came.
And at one point, she turned her head and looked back, like, "I know you ain't talking to him. I know you."
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
She was feeling what we were feeling. Like, now I know.
I know, yo.
How this man do you? How he talk about you? Like, you really back there talking to him?
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It's just a lot to stomach. Just sitting back watching these, and I mean, we really don't have a lot of words for how we feel. But I'm gonna say this. I want to keep y'all on. I mean, but we can talk however long y'all want to talk. But so I was reading today. What's his name? He's a Republican. His name is Rich McCormick.
Oh,
so you know they was talking about the lunch programs for the children at school, right?
Yeah,
right.
Y'all know what he said.
I heard it.
They should be working instead of receiving free lunch.
I saw that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. High school students need to be going to work instead of getting a free lunch. But are they not in school for education?
Right.
And then if the school is in a low income, low poverty area, and that's going to be their only meal, one of their only meals, they may get a breakfast at school and they may get a lunch at school. Right. And you're saying they need to go out and work. Again, like I said, that's their privileged mindset, but it's also underlined with some racism in there. And why do you hate people so badly that you would say something about that? Your child, your privileged white son or daughter that's in school, wherever they're at in high school, they don't have to go out and work for anything. They will never have to go out and work any type of low income job to just help provide for the household that they live in with their parents. So to say that about other kids that you have no connection to, you're so distant from the reality of their world and what they go through, and you make that statement as if you're right, just stop it. Like I said, y'all, to know white people have started out so far ahead of us, when y'all came over here and stole this land from the Indians, and you sat down there and broke bread with them and killed them, and then turned it into a holiday you call Happy Thanksgiving. We thankful for family. And then you went and stole from other people, us black folks from Africa, and forced us over here to build. So while we were building the country for y'all, and you had us enslaved, y'all were over here already making the profits off of us. So when we even get to a point where now we have civil rights, we're no longer enslaved, we're able to go out and get a job, you want to take all that back and roll it back and then say, oh, but y'all need to get this. You need to find the money on you. How? When you started out so far ahead of the line ahead of us. We at the beginning of the race, and y'all 4 marathons ahead of us.
Yeah.
Like, stop it. Stop with y'all mentality of saying we need to do more, we need to do this, we need to do that, and you don't even want to recognize the fact that this is what your ancestors did to us, and we are just now getting our feet on solid ground to even do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I don't like it at
Right.
all.
I totally agree. And the part about him saying that, I guess for most fathers that's paying child support, that they'll be able to claim that child or children on their income tax.
Yeah.
Like, man, what?
And he wants to do away with that too.
What is he talking about?
Oh, you just
That
making
child has to be in that home.
Yeah.
You just saying anything at this point and getting away with it. And a lot of stuff that he's trying to do is illegal in the first place. And it's like, okay, anybody gonna help? Anybody gonna do anything? Y'all just gonna keep sitting back, let him do this? You know, like, yeah, like I said, it's just a lot. It's a lot to take.
But they let him. They let him do it the first time.
That's true.
They let him do it the first time,
and then they let him get right back in there.
This time, I mean, he just a weekend, a little over a weekend, and it's been pure chaos.
Yeah. That man is unhinged.
He came in with a little plan of what he was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Project 2025. They talked about it, and everybody, oh no, they ain't gonna have. Oh no, ain't no such thing. Oh no,
that's exactly what it is.
What we get?
Everything that was on that list, he signing in executive orders.
Yeah, I think it was like 47 initiatives on the list, and he already did like 30 something of them.
Yeah. Yep. And he said he didn't know nothing about it. He didn't know what they was talking about.
That's because when they were talking about it and it was becoming more and more knowledge to us regular folks, his numbers started to dip. So he had to pivot and go back to distancing himself from the 2025 Project 2025 so that people would still vote for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's all the time.
It's gonna be a long 4 years. We just gotta keep praying.
It's gonna be a long 4 years.
Ain't
keep
gonna be
doing
long.
what you're doing,
Ain't gonna be
y'all.
long.
That's all I can say.
It's gonna fly by.
We know how to survive, and we just got to teach our kids the same way. We know we got these entitled kids, but we just got to teach them survival. So that when they do become an adult, they'll know how to survive in different situations.
Right.
That's all I know to do.
Just put the meat on the grill. That's all. Just barbecue. Just throw it down.
And make sure you got all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed. I don't know what it is that I'm hearing. I got to do some more research about the passports, but they are really serious about it. If you don't have a passport, get it now. If it needs updating, get it now. So I don't know what the issue is with that, but
really?
I was wondering about that too. I hear a lot of people talking about passports, and I'm just like, what's happening? What's going on? Why we need a passport?
Code. And it seems like it might have something to do with the fact that all the government agencies are being shut down, or it may take a long time to get it. But I'm not getting that. I'm getting like it's a code message. Like I don't know if it's gonna be a mass exodus of us at some point. You better have your passport to get you where you need to go, but. If you don't have one,
go nowhere right now with him in office. Get somewhere and get stuck and can't come back.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true too.
I'm gonna stay close by for right now. But yeah,
that's true too.
Don't be scared. Go travel.
I ain't scared. It's not about being scared. It's about keeping the head on swivel. You know how it go.
Yeah. And then at this point, he's made so many of the other countries upset with us. I don't think they really want us over there in their country.
Anyway,
say it again.
So let me speak with this, right, y'all. And I just want to piggyback to y'all speaking about how guys was upset with Miss Harris. They weren't gonna vote for and all this and all that. So they're just like. We see our president of the United States, right? And he doing this and he doing that. But there's some people that sit at the round table that make decisions for the United States. So when you go to other countries and other nationalities, right? A lot of their tradition and their beliefs they're not going to sit at a table and discuss business with a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to take that into consideration too. You know, even though if she did was to become the president of the United States, a lot of countries, yeah, you may have that representative because our president of the United States is just a representative for us, but it's people behind him that sit at the table to make the decisions for the country. So it's like that in other places too. Yeah, they may have a representative, but the people that really run those countries, a lot of them in their tradition, they believe some of them they don't deal with women. They don't do business with women.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? They just like when you go um over there and they got 5, 6, 7 different wives. You know what I'm saying? Now poly is really starting to get big over here in
Mhm.
our country now, but them people been living that way for years. I see you,
Yeah.
Heather. I know you ain't gonna share that with nobody. You hear me? Monique, your husband speak for you. You hear me? Y'all ain't finna share that with nobody. You hear me? But, but
Well,
They
I
ready to
mean,
get up out of
Martine, I
here.
already know about your husband. You ain't sharing that with
you don't even want to hear
nobody.
my views on that. That would
Okay,
definitely.
that's why I
Hey, well,
said
Listen, but
for another day,
what
I'll
I'm
be
saying
ready.
is those people have been living that way for years,
They
thousands of
have,
years. Like that's their tradition. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And they
And when
just
I'm
certain
not to
women.
speak, they're seen and not speaking. Yeah,
Yeah,
John.
Mhm.
certain women is just not gonna be so. A lot of people that do a lot of things like they ain't finna. You go to Dubai right now. A woman better not say nothing. You hear me? Like
And that's why I'm there for a vacation. I've been told several people that's trying to plan a trip that no. Why would I go to a country where I know I'm already deemed as a woman as less than? And in order for me to go to certain parts of your country, I have to be covered up so where nothing but my eyes are showing. I don't need to go there and I don't need to give you my money because I'm an outspoken woman and I'm not going to be quiet for you and I'm not going to disrespect your
Monique,
country.
Monique, Monique,
So now I'm not
stay
going to go there.
stay over here. Don't go bothering them people. Stay
And you
over
ain't got to worry.
here.
I ain't going.
Go
Y'all
where you
tell her to
appreciate it,
stay
not
over here.
tolerated.
Don't go bothering
Exactly.
them
That's what we
folks.
live by.
Yeah.
They
If
already
my money
said
is in your
they,
country, my
they
mouth is good enough to talk to, so I ain't gonna come there. I don't want to go there.
Facts.
We
they
can leave it
already
be out
arrested.
here.
They arrested one girl over there because she was talking loud. I
Yeah.
said,
Exactly.
I know I can't go over there, baby, because I get the electric chair.
Hey.
Because I'm.
Now,
Yeah, talking loud. You can't keep up
I
with
said
a
I
good
can't go over
flow.
there.
Yeah, no,
No, like we're beneath them over there.
we are. We
A
are.
so
women are beneath them.
hey,
Yeah.
let me ask y'all another question. Do y'all feel that um when the Democratic president was in office, do y'all feel as a race that we were progressing and moving forward when the Democratic president was in office?
I feel like for the most part, we felt safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We feel
Yeah.
safe if nothing else.
Okay.
Feeling safe means a lot. And that's kind of what we at now. We don't feel safe.
Yeah.
So that's step one.
but
And
as
then
far as
So were you in a better financial position to take care of your family? I'm just asking.
I mean,
yeah,
it was
I
about the
think
same. Yeah. It
yeah.
it's
was
about the same.
about the
Okay.
But see,
same. And
they
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 all
were already having to
prices
clean up.
fluctuate.
Yeah, they were already having to clean up Trump mess anyway. The
Yeah,
Biden Trump inherited a good economy from Obama, so Biden
Well,
inherited
they
a
don't want to
bad
speak on that.
economy from Trump.
Hell
Yeah,
So yeah,
especially when it came to healthcare. But they don't want to speak on that. But then you turned around and used it for your good and tried to do a little tweaking to it. But you don't want to speak on that though.
exactly.
But
and he
it,
still haven't came
I
up with a
say that
new health
Obama
plan.
did everything right.
He keeps promising these new health plans that he's gonna eliminate Obamacare, and he said he's gonna come up with a new one. But he said that the last time, and he
Right.
hadn't come up with nothing.
Because when he
Nothing.
got in there the last time and got in there and got the tweaking and trying to change things, he
Yeah,
realized that he could not change
he
stuff.
couldn't.
And And he didn't want to even be called Obamacare. He was so dumb. He thought the Affordable Health Care Act was something different than Obamacare. That's just the name the Republicans gave it so that people would downplay it because they didn't like Obama.
So did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
No, but I wasn't surprised.
yeah. So he couldn't. It can be improved. Affordable Health Care Act can be improved. It definitely can. As someone who works in the healthcare field, it definitely can be improved.
If everybody keep their hand at the piggy bank, then
Right.
you will see a lot of things improve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Gas
they don't
prices,
want to.
groceries, and everything else. If they keep their hand out the piggy bank, and that's just what it boils down to. Everybody got their hand in the piggy bank. Get your freaking hand out the piggy bank and allow people to progress in their life and be able to not have to worry about being on Section 8 and food stamps and having child care resources and all these other things. Get your hand out the piggy bank.
So,
That's just
a lot of
Right.
those programs that our culture has really overcome and just took over, right? A lot of those programs weren't designed for us, no way.
No.
They were designed for them, and then when we start again, and y'all know how we do, we gonna take off with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, so it's still a thing of what us as a race, what are we going to do different? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we do different? And I mean, and there's a lot of things we can do, but what are we going to do different?
That's a good question. I think that's just something that we got to sit
The
on.
first thing we need to do, we got to put these guns down, because Birmingham is a catastrophe.
Yeah.
They need to put these guns down. It's too much killing. That's the first step.
And really putting them down is one thing, but when we know who's doing the killing and we ain't gonna say that because we don't want to be no snitch is another thing.
Thanks.
And not only that, you don't want to be a snitch, but you also don't want to be the one to say that you know that person. You don't want to tell on your nephew Ray Ray over here because he out here terrorizing the community. But you knew Ray Ray was a hell you back when he got that gun in his hand.
That's true.
Right. You don't want your people that you deal with to know that you even know Ray Ray out here doing it.
Exactly.
We definitely gonna have to jump back on here. Y'all come back whenever y'all feel like. Like, I really appreciate y'all coming in, like jumping in on this topic with us. We learning something new every day. But we gonna end it there. Thank y'all for watching and joining us today on Everyday Conversations. I'm your host, Martina Kennedy.
I'm your boy, Mr. J in the place.
Thank y'all, Heather and Monique, for joining us today and come back in.
You're welcome.
Take care, y'all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Have a good one, y'all. Good night.
Bye.